I need silence. No, not this one. This one, reverent silence. Today we're playing it in the Epic Storm. Let's find out why. This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market. This is the Epic Storm, my favorite deck, and today we're playing it again. I say again because I actually uploaded it about 3 weeks ago. You can find that video in the card above, where I played a Jund-based version with Mishra's Bauble. So Mishra's Bauble is obviously not in the deck list today. I did more testing and just ultimately it wasn't one I wanted. So it doesn't allow you to convert to wins after an Echo of Aeons, which is something I knew when I was testing it originally in that video, but it also, the mana base ended up biting me in the butt. There was a few leagues plus the Legacy Challenge that I played in where not having blue mana for Echo of Aeons or Song of Creation just wasn't good. I didn't love that. So ultimately, I decided to move away from Mishra's Bauble, even though it's a card that I think is pretty good in Legacy Storm combo. Cards exist on a sliding scale, and things are in black and white. I could see myself playing Mishra's Bauble again in the future. So there's a card missing from the deck list today, which is Galvanic Relay, a card that I know and love. Where is it? Well, when you look at the Legacy metagame, it's really broken into the top 3 decks at least. You have your Dimir Tempo / Dimir Reanimator that often board into the other version. Even the Tempo decks these days have Reanimate plus Troll of Khazad-dûm, and then the Reanimator builds sideboard into Tempo. Underneath that, you have Prison, either Eldrazi or Moonstompy, and then underneath that you have turn 1 fast combo decks like Opal spells. Galvanic Relay isn't really good against any of them, and that is a problem because that means it's not good against any of the top 3 decks in the format. So Galvanic Relay has been sidelined. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I tried earlier today to record a video. In fact, I did record all 5 rounds. It just wasn't a very good video. There was a lot of Chalice of the Voids, and honestly, I punted around, which has nothing to do with why I'm not uploading it. I'm admitting it to you right now. But the matches just weren't good. And Galvanic Relay wasn't incredible either. So instead of uploading content that I didn't feel like was of a high enough quality for my YouTube channel, I'm going to upload something that I think is just better, and that is today's deck list. So no Galvanic Relay. Instead, we're putting Thoughtseize into the deck. And in that league, I had issues with black mana. I struggled to cast Beseech the Mirror the entire time, and I've decided to make an adjustment. So by cutting the Galvanic Relays, we move Thoughtseize from the sideboard into the main deck. This gives you black cards to imprint to Chrome Mox. That allows you to cast Beseech the Mirror more easily. With the way our mana base is configured, you have 3 black mana sources, and then 3 mountains for your Pulverize. You need 2 green mana sources to play your Veil of Summers, because obviously Legacy is the Wasteland format. And then you need at least some number of blue. It's tough to get away from this mana base. So how do you add in more black mana? Chrome Mox needs imprintables, which is Thoughtseize. And Thoughtseize is a protection spell that allows you to lean into Gamble plus Echo of Aeons. So we like this, and that makes a lot of sense to me. By making this change, we also open up sideboard slots for Leyline of the Void against those pesky graveyard decks like Reanimator or Opal spells. I did end up cutting the sideboard Peer into the Abyss to make room for the 4th copy. Basically, I haven't been casting Peer into the Abyss as a 4% usage since the last banning, and that probably means it's not worth the sideboard slot. So today, instead, we're playing Reverent Silence. You could also cut the Reverent Silence for Peer into the Abyss if you so choose, but that is the deck list that we're playing today. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, suggestions, whatever, put those down below. I would love to hear from you. But for now, I want to play this deck list that I feel like will have a better shot in the current Legacy metagame than my standard 16.8. I'll see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We are on the play. And our opponent's username, when I typed it into MTG Goldfish, came up with a bunch of Doomsday results. If you watched my last video, I faced Doomsday 3 times. This is getting out of hand. but we know what we're facing. I've opened up a very interesting hand where I can go turn 1 Thoughtseize and then play out my entire hand, gamble into Echo and pass. So we'll play Chrome Mox, imprint the Thoughtseize. This is actually a really interesting hand. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. Thoughtseize on the stack. They Force of Will exiling Delver's Secret, so not Doomsday today. We'll imprint, or we'll play Chrome Mox, imprint the Brainstorm, play the Mox Opal, and gamble. So now we can put the Echo of Aeons to the graveyard. Pass the turn. I would like to draw some sort of mana next turn, so that way I can flashback Echo of Aeons without playing into Daze. They play a Delver's Secrets with 4 cards left in hand. We drew mana. Boom! Flashback Echo of Aeons. It resolves. This is fine. Next turn I can play Beseech the Mirror with Veil of Summer backup. Like, that is good. They flip the Delver Secrets, revealing Lightning Bolt. Polluted Delta. Ouch. Preordain. Interesting. You don't see a lot of Preordains in Delver these days. They fetch with Polluted Delta. They put 1 card on top, 1 on the bottom. And then they fetched. So that card they put on the bottom was shuffled in. They find Volcanic Island. And now they're playing a Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'm going to go fetch out my Commercial District. The Magic Online lag has been terrible. Select the Commercial District. I would like a Dark Ritual, thank you. So we do have the Gaia's Will in my hand, which means that Beseech the Mirror cannot grab Gaia's Will. We will... So I believe this has to be a Song of Creation win. Imprint the Gaia's Will. We'll play 1 Dark Ritual. My opponent will need double Force of Will to stop me here. I don't believe a pair of Dazes will get the job done. Play Burning Wish. They Force of Will exiling a Murktide Regent. I will play Veil of Summer. If this Veil of Summer resolves, I can actually just Beseech the Mirror chain into Tendrils of Agony. I don't even need to Song of Creation. They Surveil away another Force of Will. We will pay for Daze. Veil of Summer back on the stack. And another Daze. I can still pay for this. So they did have Force of Will double Daze, but double Daze was not good enough. Thoughtseize. They grab another Surveil here, but it just doesn't help them. I can actually just grab Tendrils of Agony. I don't even need to grab Beseech the Mirror. Play Dark Ritual. And they're going to go ahead and concede. Sweet. We steal game number 1. So one thing that's different about this deck list is previously we were boarding out 1 Chrome Mox, 1 Mox Opal, 1 Gamble. You could still do that, but now you have the luxury of being able to board in Abrupt Decay and Besage You, or Null Rod, or Grafdigger's Cage, anything like that. So I think I'll do that here. We'll board out 1 Gamble and 1 Mox Opal. I think you want all 4 Chrome Mox versus the Delver Waste deck, but I think that this is going to be fine. I have been sick for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, and I'm beginning to feel better, but I can definitely feel my voice going a little bit after already recording 1 league today. And, you know, I lose a lot here on this channel. I'm not trying to upload content where I only win. That's not the point. It's just I didn't feel like the league earlier was interesting at all. So instead of uploading bad content, I'm recording another league today. I just don't know if my voice is going to hold out for the whole league. I hope it does. But it's already kind of raspy, and we'll see how it goes. I guess that's my point. Game number 2, we're on the draw. I will keep. I am looking here to draw into Lion's Eye Diamond, or we could just go to our cleanup step and discard Echo of Aeons that way, which is pretty interesting. That might be what I do here. Yeah, let's just discard Echo, the old-fashioned way. Go to cleanup, discard Echo. That's one way to get it into the graveyard, right? They play Volcanic Island and Ponder. They did not shuffle Grafdigger's Cage. So I did board in Besage You. I also boarded in Abrupt Decay. Alternatively, I have Burning Wish for Pulverize out of the sideboard. Mox Opal. We'll play Bloodstained Mire and pass. They have a Wasteland. Gaia's Will. A classic. Alright, so I could try to play Burning Wish. I'm not going to. I think I'm going to just pass. They play a Brainstorm. And then they play another Wasteland and pass the turn. Okay. Commercial District. I suppose I'll play that out. Gamble. Do we want the gamble? I don't think I do. I'm going to surveil it away. So you could gamble for Abrupt Decay or Beseech for the Grafdigger's Cage. My issue is that we need the Veil of Summers in our hand. We can't afford to discard them. And the gamble, even if I grab Abrupt Decay or Beseech, I still can't cast the Echo. Like, I need more mana. So they wasteland that Commercial District. I'm not surprised by that. Dark Ritual. I will play out a Chrome Mox. Imprint guys will. And we will pass the turn. And our opponent just does not have creatures. So they kept a hand with a lot of interaction. Another Chrome Mox. We will pass. They play Tropical Island. Another Dark Ritual. Okay. So I think I'm going to play a Chrome Mox and imprint Dark Ritual. I mean, I could try to go Burning Wish. Like, I could try to force through something here. So I could fetch for Taiga Badlands. We'll do no imprint. Play the Mox Opal. They're thinking pretty hard about this Opal. Okay, so that happened. I will fetch. And I think I'm actually going to grab Underground Sea. The Opal can be whatever color I need it to be. Dark Ritual. And let's play Burning Wish. We have 4 cards in our hand. They have Hydroblast. I will attempt a Veil of Summer. And our opponent just straight up conceded the match. I was not expecting that. Okay, well, we're 1-0 to start without Galvanic Relay over a blue deck. I'll take it. All right, I will see you in the second match. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. We are on the play for round number 2. According to MTG Goldfish, our opponent plays a lot of Grixis Delver. This seems like a fine hand. Play Commercial District. We'll pass the turn after I surveil. We don't need a Beseech the Mirror. Basic Island. Another Echo of Eons. I will just play my Verdant Catacombs and pass. So I think that I want to grab the Undercity Sewers, and then we'll untap Brainstorm, and then maybe use Gamble to shuffle. All right, Commercial District down. Fetch. Am I being stifled? I guess I am. Okay. They have 6 cards in hand. Play Chrome Mox. Imprint Brainstorm. I will play Gamble. If they have Forcible, they have Forcible at this point. We'll grab Lion's Eye Diamond. Straight to the graveyard. Wonderful. Pass the turn. Blooded Strand. Song of Creation. I will pass the turn. Ooh, they're on Stifle Knot. Okay. So this is not Grixis Delver. They still have 6 cards in their hand. Mox Opal. So in theory, I could jam a Song of Creation into Daze. I don't know if that's the best idea, but it's something you're allowed to do. They have 6 open mana over there. We find another Gamble. I will play Gamble. Grab a Lion's Eye Diamond. We discard an Echo of Aeons. Play Chrome Mox. Imprint Song of Creation. Play Mox Opal. The Mox Opal resolves. We can now play Lion's Eye Diamond. And even if our opponent has a Force of Will here, I have another Echo of Aeons, so I can echo this turn and next turn. After much deliberation, my Lion's Eye Diamond resolves. I'll discard my hand. Flashback Echo. Storm is 5. They Force of Will, exiling Ponder. I'm going to just pass the turn. So you could flashback Echo of Aeons right now, but you would lose the Daze. And I'd rather just wait a turn and not lose the Daze. They draw and pass. We draw another Echo. Okay. Let's try flashing back Echo of Aeons again. This time it resolves. We will play the Commercial District. Keep Thoughtseize on top. Very good against the Stifle deck, by the way. Pass the turn. We have plenty of mana now, so Wasteland Stifle is not going to be super effective. On the end step, they flash in Dress Down. This allows them to put a Phyrexian Dreadnought onto the battlefield. There it is. And a Tameo Inquisitive Student. Let's play Thoughtseize. They have Consigned to Memory and then nothing, so they're dead. Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond. I mean, they don't have anything, so I guess I could gamble here. Like, there's no punish. We'll grab another Dark Ritual. We end up discarding it because, you know, it's gamble. We'll play Beseech the Mirror with Bargain. Sacrifice Mox Opal. I actually can go grab another Dark Ritual here. They're going to fetch in response. They don't have anything in hand that draws cards. Oh, they have a dress down. My bad. So I guess they could try to draw into something here. I was wrong. They could draw Force of Will off of the Tamiyo. We will select Guy's Will. And then I will cast it holding priority. And I will add 3 black with my Lion's Eye Diamond. Storm is 7. We'll replay the Lion's Eye Diamond. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. I have to create enough Storm that Swords to Plowshares on the Phyrexian Dreadnought does not matter. So they're about to increase my Storm count when they play the Swords to Plowshares here. No, they don't. All right, well, they drew Stifle. It just doesn't matter. We'll take the Stifle. I will play Mox Opal. So they can go up to 29. I just need to make enough Storm. I'll add 3 more black mana to my mana pool. Play Beseech the Mirror with Bargain. Sacrifice Mox Opal. We'll grab another Thoughtseize. Target you. And now they'll play the Swords to Plowshares. So they will go up to 29. And then die to my Tendrils of Agony. Our opponent pauses for a bit and then just concedes. Thank you, opponent. So, like match 1, I think we want Abrupt Decay and Besage Who Endures. And then we can, you know, submit the same configuration. I'm trying to sideboard right now, but it's just like not doing anything. All right, well, let me board out 2 cards. And there we go. Whew. We got the sideboarding in. I mean, outside of the Tendrils of Agony, this hand's pretty good, so we will keep. In my video that I recorded earlier, I actually 2-0'd Stifle in match number 1 because in back-to-back games I had Galvanic Relay for 9 versus the deck was Stifle and Consigned to Memory. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I don't know why I'm facing Stifle Knot today twice. It's just like a little humorous. I'm going to fetch in my main phase just to avoid Stifle. And then we'll grab the Undercity Sewers. Surveil. Chrome Mox gives me Metalcraft. So I think we keep that. They play a Flooded Strand. I'll just play Badlands and pass. End step they fetch for an island. So is this an end step dress down? It is. So they're going to untap and play a Phyrexian Dreadnought to pressure me into taking action. No! This is just a cycle dress down. Interesting. 7 cards still in their hand. Scalding Tarn is a good draw. We'll play it and pass. They find their 3rd land. I think we'll just go to our draw step. I don't need to fetch. Another Veil of Summer was very good. Play out Mox Opal. Pass the turn. I thought about potentially just discarding the Echo of Aeons to hand size there. Maybe that's something I'll do next turn. But my fear is if they have Surgical Extraction and then my hand doesn't do much. But maybe I'm just being a coward. Prismatic Ending on my Mox Opal. Yep. Okay. We'll go to hand size here and discard the Echo. They play Tamiyo Inquisitive Student. End step I will Brainstorm. Put back Tendrils of Agony and Chrome Mox. We'll fetch, see if I get stifled. No, no stifle. Select Commercial District, Surveil. Another Veil of Summer. I will keep that. Underground Sea. We'll play Lotus Petal. Let's try a Veil of Summer. They Force of Will, exiling Stifle. I will play another Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer on the stack. We draw Dark Ritual. And now this Veil of Summer. Chrome Mox. So I could, in theory, just try to Song of Creation win here. Because if I go for the Guy's Will, I actually can't protect a Tendrils of Agony from Stifle. So it's just something I'm thinking about. The Beseech the Mirror line would lose to like a Hydroblast or something. And I haven't given them a Hydroblast target yet. So maybe I should go for the Guy's Will. They paused on that Dark Ritual, so it could have meant something like, I don't know, Fairy Macabre on the Echo. We'll play Chrome Mox. We'll imprint Veil of Summer. Play the Lion's Eye Diamond. Beseech the Mirror with Bargain. Sacrifice the Chrome Mox. I am going to go for the Guy's Will here. In response, I will add 3 blue. I'm just trying to beat Stifle effects here, otherwise I would have put Tendrils of Agony on the stack. Replay Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's add 3 green. I just want to be able to cycle these Veil of Summers. Burning Wish was very good. Another Veil of Summer. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. We'll use the Badlands for red. Use one of the green. We'll play Burning Wish. Let's select Thoughtseize. We'll play it. And we win the match. Nice. So we're 2-0 without Galvanic Relay versus blue decks. That's a huge sign because that means that if we can get away without Relay versus blue decks, Thoughtseize versus the combo decks of the format or prison decks of the format is a massive upgrade. So stick around. Hopefully we face something that isn't just blue mid-range and we get to push the limits a little bit more. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3, we're facing a friend of mine, John Barber, who actually made top 8 of Eternal Weekend this year. Congratulations to John. John today has 80 cards, which here you'll see a Yorion Sky Nomad. So we're guessing that it's D&T, but John is a Mystic Forge enthusiast, not playing it based on what I'm looking at. Alright, so we've opened up a hand that just doesn't function. We have to send this back. This hand, however, incredibly good. This is what we call a turn 1 win. So we'll keep this, bottom the Undercity Sewers, and we just get to do the thing. Bloodstained Mire, Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond, Lion's Eye Diamond, Mox Opal. Use the Bloodstained Mire. We'll go grab a Badlands. Tap the Opal and the Badlands. I'm going to hold control, cast the Burning Wish, and we're lagging. There we go. Add black. We'll add black with the other one if this will ever stop spinning. Alright, one Lion's Eye Diamond worked. Let's try the other. Burning Wish. We will grab Beseech the Mirror. So this would be a spot where if I had a Peer into the Abyss in the sideboard, we could cast it. But I imagine Beseech the Mirror in game 1 will get the job done. We will select Gaia's Will. I will hold priority. We will sacrifice the Lotus Petal. And now we replay cards from our graveyard. Alright, we've taken game number 1 from Death and Taxes. Admittedly, my sideboard is a little bit light for this matchup. We have the Beseiju, we have the Abrupt Decay, and then the Empty the Warrens. I am leaving in 1 Veil of Summer these days, which is honestly fine by me. Death and Taxes, whoops, hit my green screen. Death and Taxes plays Thoughtseize, they play Orcish Bowmasters. There's reasons that you would want a Veil of Summer, and that is part of the reason why I'm fine with the current sideboard configuration. You could also board in the Thoughtseize on the draw, which might be fine. Wow, this hand is incredible. Keep. Flooded Strand, pass. Lotus Petal was a good draw. We will fetch. You know, like up until a couple months ago, I don't know if I had ever hit my green screen, and I feel like I've done it like 3 or 4 times recording since then. Target you with Thoughtseize. What? What is going on here? That's not what I expected. So I guess we take the Force of Will, play Lotus Petal, hope that they bite on the Consigned Memory. They don't. We'll try the Lion's Eye Diamond. They let the diamond go. That's huge for me. Okay. So now we can resolve the Echo. Spin, baby, spin. Storm is 6. We got the Lion's Eye Diamond through the Consigned Memory. Okay, this is good. We'll play Thoughtseize. Force of Will, exiling Snapcaster Mage. I'm going to brainstorm in response. We still have 1 Veil of Summer in the deck. I didn't find it. We will put 2 lands on top. Force of Will on Thoughtseize happens. Mox Opal. Play Lotus Petal. I'm lagging a bit here. We'll play out... Actually, I'm going to go all in. Because if I go Gaia's Will, I can Thoughtseize and then Beseech the Mirror into Tendril. So I lose the Graveyard Hate, but I think I lose the Graveyard Hate no matter what. Otherwise I put Song of Creation into play, which loses to a Hydroblast. And I don't want to do that. So let's make some mana. Beseech the Mirror, sacrifice Chrome Mox. We'll grab another copy of Beseech the Mirror. Sacrifice the Mox Opal. Select Gaia's Will. I will hold priority with the Gaia's Will and discard my hand to make 3 block. Storm is 16. Fetches with Flooded Strand. I do not like this. For a Thundering Falls. John says, good games. Good games to you too, John. So we beat double Force of Will, Consign to Memory, Hydroblast all on turn 1 here. Granted, John only played one of the spells, but could have played the others. And we just showed a lot of resiliency here. Also, Thoughtseize looked incredible. That was a sweet match. All right, feeling pretty good right now. There's still 2 matches left. Let's try to win those. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. We are back for the 4th match. I did not win the die roll this time. So our opponent is on the play. Their Goldfish history says Painter Servant combo. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm going to assume that they're playing, at least for now. Ooh, Painter Servant combo with Polluted Delta. It's not Painter, but you never know. They play a Ponder. Basically, I like the Goldfish readings for general ideas of what people play. Like if they never play blue decks, sometimes you can be like, okay, I'm going to keep a faster hand. Or if they only play blue decks, you can keep slower hands. But I don't usually use them as an exact science. We'll use the Commercial District. I do not need a 3rd Burning Lash. Underground Sea, so this could be like Doomsday. Orcish Bowmaster, so not Doomsday. Sure thing. I like that the opponent played it on the main phase. So many people try to get one over on me and they try to hold it, and it's so rarely the right play. Like playing it in the main phase like this is best. I'm going to just cast a Burning Wish here to see if it resolves. And it does, so I will say yes, and then I would like a Beseech the Mirror. We now have the Beseech the Mirror in my hand, and we will pass the turn. Our opponent plays Undercity Sewers. So most likely this is Dimir tempo. And the Nile Spellbound confirms it. Okay. We're at 16. They have 4 cards in their hand. Lotus Petal. Let's play Thoughtseize. Their hand is garbage. Okay. We will take a Murktide Regent. I just want to think through this real quick. So our Storm count is 1. Oh my. Does that work? I think that works. I think I just found a sick line here. We can Burning Wish for Pulverize. Pulverize? Does this really work? Alright, I just want to think through this one more time. I think I lose if they draw a Daze off the Nile Spellbomb. A Daze or a Force of Will. But Burning Wish for Pulverize. And then Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Chrome Mox, Beseech the Mirror for Gaia's Will. Replay. Yeah, this is just lethal. But we need them to not draw Daze or Force of Will off of the Nile Spellbomb. Is there a better line? So, Storm is 1. Storm 2 would be Dark Ritual. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sacking the Chrome Mox. 7, 8, 9. I believe I'm 1 short. I believe I end up being 1 Storm short. So I have 5 in my hand. So that's 6 with the Storm that's revealed on the board. And I can then go grab 2 more Beseech the Mirrors. So that's 7, 8. Tendrils is 9. It's still 1 short. So I think I'm going to go for the line that loses to Daze or Force of Will. Burning Wish. We will grab Pulverize. I can't believe that this is the line. Pulverize. Sacrifice. We will destroy Nile Spellbomb. I mean, this is a cool one. So they're going to draw a card. Pulverize. We'll play Lotus Petal. Play Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Play Chrome Mox. Storm is 7. Storm 8. Beseech the Mirror. Moment of Truth. No way! Come on! Not like this! Wow. Alright. I did what I could. Ah, devastating. That was a toughie. Okay, so we want the Abrupt Decay and the Beseijus. Also, this league has been only blue decks. We're going to do the standard blue plan, and let's try it again. It was the only line that I could see that was deterministic. And I mean, like, you might be saying, like, oh, your opponent could have played Daze at some point to give you Lethal Storm. I don't think you're supposed to bank on your opponent drawing their out. That seems very weird. So we are on the play. This hand is good. We will keep. Our opponent kept 7. I'll begin by playing Lion's Eye Diamond. Play under City Sewers. We're looking for Thoughtseize or Veil of Summer. Keep the Brainstorm. Pass the turn. They fetch with Polluted Delta for an Underground Sea. And they play Thoughtseize. This is why I kept the Brainstorm on top. I wanted to increase my number of looks in case I was Thoughtseized to find that protection spell. They take Song of Creation. A little surprised by that. Play the Bloodstained Mire. We'll play play Brainstorm. I don't need the Burning Wish or Lotus Petals, so I'll put those on top. Pass the turn. I like having the Abrupt Decay here because if they untap and slam Null Rod, I don't care. They play Island, Orcish Bowmasters. I mean, Abrupt Decay kills Bowmasters, so yeah. We will grab Commercial District. I think we'll keep the Verdant Catacombs. Play the Verdant Catacombs, we'll pass. I know that our opponent knows about the Badlands, but the Badlands is a card that I would like to put back with the Brainstorm. We'll take 2 here. I'll go to 16. And they just pass. End step. Let's kill the Orcish Bowmasters. We'll untap. Lotus Petals the draw. Brainstorm? Do you have another Orcish Bowmasters? Looks like the answer is yes. Okay. We drew Veil of Summer. Put back Chrome Mox and the lag is real. Chrome Mox and Taiga? So you could respond to the Bowmaster triggers here. I'm not sure if I want to, because if I fetch and then play Veil of Summer, I more likely lose to like double Daze. And if I'm willing to wait, I can play out mana sources and I don't lose the Daze. So that is what I'm trying to do here. I'll grab Taiga, play Veil of Summer. I don't expect this to resolve. Like, our opponent probably kept a hand with Force of Will in it. And they did. Alright, time to spin the wheel on Echo of Aeons. Storm is 6 and they're tapped out. This is the best chance we have. Alright, so they opened up on double Force of Will, Thoughtseize, double Orcish Bowmasters. Sometimes your opponent wants it more than you. Yeah, we will pass the turn. I don't know how we possibly come back from this. So I take 6 down to 5. I don't think I have an out. Veil of Summer. Brutal. Okay, so we lose our first match this league. I'm now 3-1. And I think losing this match, it took some good variance for the opponent. Like, game 1, we had a win. They drew their out off of the Nile Swell Bomb. Game 2, they opened up on an above average hand, I'll say. It happens. But I still feel pretty good about the deck list and how it's performed so far. Let's just try to win match number 5. The best Legacy podcast? That would be Eternal Glory featuring myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We're available on all major podcast platforms and YouTube. The final match of this Legacy League, we are on the play, and I know for a fact that we are facing someone who plays Oops All Spells, which means that this turn 1 win is pretty good. We'll try it. Alright, our opponent kept 7. We'll play Lotus Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. And we actually get to use the Leyline of the Voids too, which is kind of nice. Dark Ritual. Cast Beseech the Mirror with Bargain. Sacrifice. And then I will add 3 block. 3 block. Well, they're not on Oops All Spells today. They have Force of Will, Exiling Show and Tell. Oh, bummer. Okay. Their last, 6 results are all Oops All Spells, but they got me. They fetch with Scalding Tarn and Ponder. I'm probably going to just concede this. I went all in. I could have just played turn 1 Thoughtseize Pass, but then you still run the risk of dying, and I didn't want that. Lotus Petal. Assuming that they were on Oops All Spells. Okay, so I drew an Echo. I suppose if I draw another Lion's Eye Diamond, we could get back in this. They fetch with Scalding Tarn. This looks like a sneak attack. It is, so I need to draw exactly Lion's Eye Diamond here. Boo! They activate the sneak attack for Atraxa. Okay. I've seen enough. We can go to the next one. No need to sideboard here. We'll just resubmit. Game number 2, we are on the play. No, unfortunately not. It's a little slow, but we'll keep. Get rid of the Mox Opal. Play Scalding Tarn, pass the turn. Flooded Strand, Lotus Petal. On the end step, we will fetch Undercity Sewers. No to Chrome Mox. Play out the Scalding Tarn. Let's brainstorm. Okay. Put back one land and maybe the brainstorm. I'm going to have to get a little lucky here because I don't want to discard Lion's Eye Diamond or Veil of Summer. We'll select Taiga and Lion's Eye Diamond. Hey, that was good. Pass the turn. The opponent did not fetch on the end step. That's pretty interesting. They probably have the reason. I'm just surprised that there's not a Thundering Falls for them to grab. Volcanic Island. That's a show and tell. We'll put in Verdant Catacombs. They find Atraxa. We're probably dead. They found Grafdigger's Cage. So yes, I am dead. They play the cage. Yep. So there's one way that I win this, which is we surveil into Burning Wish and then pulverize into, Veil of Summer, Lion's Eye Diamond Echo. We will fetch. The lag is unreal bad. Select the commercial district. No to Chrome Mox. We are looking for Burning Wish. They had Thundering Falls in their hand. Dark Ritual does not work here. We will pass. They play Ponder and a Scalding Tarn. So we'll take 7 down to 10. We hit the Burning Wish. Okay, so this is our one shot. Dark Ritual. We are dead to a Force of Will, and we know that our opponent already has Pyroblast in hand. They Force of Will a Dark Ritual. I will attempt a Veil of Summer. I mean, I was going to Veil at some point this turn anyway. They have another Force of Will. Okay, we will pass the turn. And step they Brainstorm. I just confirmed in the log, they do have a Pyroblast in hand. Another Ponder. And they swing for 7. I'm at 3. Song of Creation does not help me. There's no path forward here. We'll play Burning Wish. I mean, I'm allowed to destroy their Grafdigger's Cage, I suppose. So the actual answer here is we're dead. But there's a world in which our opponent brainstormed the Pyroblast back on top. I don't know why anyone would do that, but that world could exist. And if it is that world, we get to resolve Echo. But more realistically, we're about to lose. Flashback Echo of Aeons. Okay, so we end up going 3-2 this league, which isn't an incredible record or anything. We didn't face any prison decks. We faced 5 blue decks. What do I think? Thoughtseize felt very good. Yeah, we faced 5 blue decks. We went 3-2, but I never felt like we lost because we didn't have Galvanic Relay, so I'm probably going to continue to test this. I'm sort of bummed that our last opponent wasn't on Opal spells, just because I wanted to play the ley lines. They obviously were on Sneak and Show today. People change decks, it happens, blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to showcase the ley lines. We didn't get to do that. But we did get to showcase the Thoughtseize change. I'm going to continue to test this. This deck list makes a lot of sense to me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a great day. Keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There's no better way to support our channel. If you're interested in elevating your combo game, visit theepicstorm.com/tutoring for details about our coaching sessions. Don't worry, there's more great combo content coming right up.